So hello guys, and welcome to another First Impressions video, and I will be talking about Pikmin 1 and 2 on the Nintendo Switch. So yeah, I'll mostly be talking about Pikmin 1, since that's the only one I really played so far. I mean, I kind of know how the performance works on both of the games, from what I've seen, but I'm mostly going to be talking about 1 and also about like how these games are released in general and what that could mean for like the future of GameCube games being re-released and everything. But yeah, I just wanted to say this is amazing. I really like that Nintendo just dropped these on the Switch before Pikmin 4. I've been getting into the Pikmin series over the past couple years. Like, I've played Pikmin 3 Deluxe. I've also played Pikmin Bloom, which, I mean, it doesn't really count, but it's still pretty fun. It's a fun little side game. But yeah, I've been enjoying the Pikmin series from what I've played so far, so it's great to be able to play all of the games now. Since I actually haven't played Pikmin 1 and 2 before, I was thinking about getting them on either the GameCube or Wii. I know they're a bit pricey, but I was thinking about getting them for my collection. But now I don't have to. Now it's great to have them here on the Switch. It's just really convenient, and it's just really nice. The only issue that I have for now is the fact that they're only digital until September. I wish the physical release launched sooner, like around like the beginning of July or like in a couple weeks or something. I feel like that would have been a little more convenient. I mostly do physical games, but I made an exception this time. I really wanted to jump into Pikmin 1 and 2 before Pikmin 4 released. So yeah, it's just great overall that they're here. And it's great that Nintendo is actually providing a way for people to play these GameCube games. I know there aren't really too many on the Switch yet. Like, there's Metroid Prime Remastered, Super Mario Sunshine on 3D All-Stars, which isn't even up anymore. And then, like, Batten Kaitos, and then now Pikmin 1 and 2. So, yeah, there are a decent amount of GameCube games that are, like, coming over. I know it's pretty small so far, but I could definitely see Nintendo doing more GameCube games sometime soon. Like the F-Zero GX, Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, Metroid Prime 2, I could definitely see those coming soon with how Nintendo's been releasing these GameCube games. Like, I wouldn't be too surprised in the next Direct if they dropped like one of those games, if not more of them. But yeah, it's great that we finally have like Pikmin 1 and 2 on the Nintendo Switch and everything. And I've been playing Pikmin 1 for a little bit, and it's pretty fun overall. So before I played Pikmin 3 Deluxe, and Pikmin 1 obviously doesn't have as many like features or depth to it, but I would say Pikmin 1 is definitely pretty fun. Like, it's a much more simple and fast-paced version of the concept, and I feel like it makes it more replayable than the other Pikmin games, honestly. I feel like there's definitely a lot of replay value here, and yeah, I feel like some people would agree. And I know it kind of does have somewhat a first game syndrome because of like the controls, how the physics work, and things like that. But it really doesn't bring down the experience. Like it has a little bit of that first game syndrome, but like it's really easy to get used to. Honestly, I would say it's easier to get into than Pikmin 3 Deluxe. Because of how simple it is and how simple it is to kind of get all of the mechanics down. And yeah, it's just more fast-paced and everything, and I just, really like it overall. It's really fun. And I definitely recommend checking it out. I mean, I definitely recommend checking out both of these, like the bundle and everything. The bundle is definitely worth it, since you get both of these games here for $50. And honestly, for two GameCube games that have been, like, upscaled and, somewhat, like, reworked, like, the work on the Switch and kind of be optimized for the Switch, I don't think that's a bad deal. Pikmin 1 for $30 is kind of, because, I mean, it's not that big of a game. I mean, you can beat it in, like, 5 to 7 hours, so it's not that big of a game, but $30, I wouldn't say it's, like, I would say that's still tolerable for Pikmin 1. From what I've heard about Pikmin 2, from what I've seen with the length of that game, I would say that's probably more worth it for $30. But just getting them in the bundle together, I would say, is definitely worth it. Like, if you want to experience these games. Like, I wouldn't buy one and then buy another later, because that would kind of be wasting money. But yeah, it's nice that they have them in a bundle and everything. But yeah, with performance, I feel like they run pretty well on the Switch. I feel like one tiny nitpick that I have is that the text does seem kind of stretched. It seems like they did kind of do that. The widescreen does look pretty good in the actual game itself. Like, that actually looks pretty good, kind of like how Super Mario Sunshine does in 3D All-Stars, and also Metroid Prime Remastered as well. The widescreen looks pretty good, but I feel like the text does kind of feel stretched. I'm not sure if it looked like that in the original version of the game, but, I just, it's just a tiny nitpick that I have. But it does look good. The controls are nice. I really like the option that motion controls are here. I know, from what I've heard, like, the gyro controls aren't quite as good as the Wiimote controls, like the pointer controls, but they're still pretty good, I would say. But yeah, the controls are pretty good overall. They definitely translated it pretty well over to the Switch. I know that's not too hard. I like how they made very subtle changes to the UI, like they did with Super Mario Sunshine in 3D All-Stars. Apparently, this is actually running on a similar emulator. I'm not sure if it's an emulator or something like that, like where it's running in a similar way, or was kind of put onto the Switch in a similar way to Super Mario Sunshine in 3D All-Stars. But yeah, it runs pretty well. I really like that the cutscenes in the game are kind of remastered. I'm not sure if they're upscaled or were kind of like re-rendered to kind of look better and everything, but I think they look pretty good. It's really nice that they kind of like revamped a lot of things. I'm not sure if they reworked any of the textures, but it does look pretty good. I mean, I would say it's at least as good as how it would look in Dolphin and everything. So yeah, I think it's pretty good overall with how it's running and everything. But yeah, I definitely recommend checking these out. Like, if you haven't played Pikmin before, like, these are some good games to get into, like, if you wanted to try out the series, since it's not too much. It's even cheaper than Pikmin 3 Deluxe. But if you enjoy these games, you could check out either Pikmin 3 Deluxe or Pikmin 4 coming out next month. So yeah, it's great that Nintendo has been doing this with the Pikmin series and everything. It almost seems like they're doing somewhat of a soft reboot of the series. Not necessarily like a reboot, but I feel like they're kind of revamping everything in the Pikmin series. Like, there's a new logo, they're kind of like re-releasing everything, they're kind of redoing the marketing to make it more appealing and kind of make it on the level of something like Mario and Zelda. I know it's not on that level in terms of sales, obviously, but Nintendo is trying to push it to be somewhere on that level. And I feel like Miyamoto's definitely has a hand in trying to kind of make Pikmin more mainstream, and I really appreciate that they're doing this, since the Pikmin series is definitely one of Nintendo's more underrated series. So yeah, I definitely recommend checking these out if you're interested in Pikmin. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and make sure to check out my Discord server if you want to. Goodbye.